What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Sweet Tea. And I know, as you can tell by that title, you already know what I'm getting ready to talk about. But first, before we get started, welcome to my channel. Comment, like, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification button for when your girl do what? Drop them bangers. And that's on everything. So, without further ado, let's get on with the talks. All right, so I'm very concerned about what is happening right now with the school system. They're talking about sending our precious kids back to school. Ain't that some bull S-H-I-T? That don't even make no sense, you feel me? Because they have already, I don't know whether you guys are in tune with the news, but it's been reported on the news that some students have returned back to school and have already contracted the COVID-19, aka coronavirus. Like 2 different schools that I've heard of so far. I think it had to do something with college students, and then it had to do with something with regular high school students, and they caught it. So what do they look like sending our elementary kids or junior high kids, any kids for that matter, to school based on the news report, what is going on? And it's a no-brainer, you feel me? I feel like COVID-19 is big. I mean, it's taking out people. It's all over the world right now, and it's running rampant all over the world. So what do we look like sending our precious children back to school for? That's a no-no. You feel me? So I'm very upset about that. I have a child right now. She's 8. Well, she just turned 9 years old. She and I share the same birthday, August 8th. And we just celebrated our birthday, you feel me? But I am so worried for my precious little one because I don't want her going back to school during this time right here. And I'm trying to figure out as well, is this thing mandatory? Because definitely I do not want my baby going to school. I would like to have a choice. I think it's essential that us as parents, we have a choice that we can make in this thing, whether we choose to have our kids homeschool, you feel me? The same system they had going before with the laptops and stuff. Let's do the same thing again. Let's give us those options. And so, I think that's ridiculous to, send our kids back to school during these horrible times. This is not the time for this. Education is important. It's a necessity, but it's not that important, you feel me, to risk our children's lives. You feel me? I feel like we should have a choice whether we want to send our kids back to school or not. You feel me? So, and absolutely that they shouldn't even do it at all, because it's a no-brainer. People are going to catch it. Children are going to catch it. It's kids out there now, I hear on the news, that caught it. And there's some other types of diseases that are like an offspring from COVID that kids are catching. You feel me? And they're passing away. One little girl died in her sleep. You feel me? She was 8 years old. And a little boy, he caught it, but he made it through it. You feel me? But it wasn't called COVID. It was called something else. But I know it's like an offspring of COVID. So we need to keep our kids safe. And so I'm just hoping that they make the right decision and they don't send our kids and make it mandatory that the parents get in trouble if they don't send their kids to school, because that used to be the case back in the day. Well, all throughout school, you know what I'm saying, that kids, it's mandatory to go to school. They can't miss like 5 days of school or whatever, else the parents go to getting in trouble and all of that. You feel me? So I hope they don't have it all rigged up like that as well, that's still the case, that if the parents don't send the child to school, they'll be getting in trouble. Because right now I feel like if they tell me that my child got to go to school, I'm not going to let her go. Point blank, period, poo. You feel me? And that's on period. I am not going to send my baby back to school, and that's on everything. And I will fight that. You feel me? Because I love her, and I don't want her to possibly even bring it back to me. You feel me? I am just utterly terrified of this COVID. You feel me? I have a friend girl that I know that recently passed away with it. She was married. Her husband, he caught it, she caught it. They both ended up in the hospital together. He came out, she didn't. That COVID broke her body down, and it shut down her kidneys. It gave her pneumonia. It shut down her lungs. It did everything, and it made her suffer. In the end, she cried to him because he visited her room. She said, honey, I'm scared. I don't want to die, all this stuff. And it happened ultimately. You feel me? So this COVID ain't nothing to play with. And they said it's currently in Hillsborough County. That's the county I'm from. Hillsborough County is currently right here, right now, heavy. You feel me? Real heavy. Bus drivers have caught it. Law enforcement have caught it. A lot have caught it. So what we want to send our kids back to school for is the mask can only do so much. I even heard that the droplets. I even heard that the COVID-19 virus droplets can get into your eyeballs. You know, we mostly wear the mask to cover our mouth and our noses. But I've heard that this man, he took a trip and he had the mask on. He was on a plane though. He had the mask on consistently all day long, and he still caught it because the droplets got in his eyes. So I found out that we as well need we need gear. Not gear. We need the covering for the eyes as well as the mouth and the nose, you know. So, you know, this is just going to be crazy, you know, that they're planning on, and I heard it's supposed to be the end of this month, around the 24th or the 30th, that our kids here in Hillsborough County are supposed to be returning back to school. I have an older daughter. She told me about this. She came by to celebrate my birthday with me and my little girl, and she told me, you know, school start back on the 30th. I'm like, what? No, she's like, yes, for everybody here in Hillsborough County. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm hoping before the 30th comes around that it be a significant change, that they just X that out. You feel me? We don't want that to happen. It's gonna be some mess. You feel me? Definitely. People gonna be catching that thing. So yes, you know, that's the way I feel, you guys. And I feel like it's not making no sense at all. You know, this COVID-19, you know, since I've been living, and all my life of living, I've never witnessed nothing like this before in my life. There's never been a pandemic, you know, since I've been living. I'm not going to disclose my age, but you feel me? You know, it's just a pandemic that I've never experienced before, wherein people got to wear masks as long as I've been living. Even when my grandmother was living, and she has passed away, God rested it, she didn't even have to wear masks. No pandemic came out that she had to wear a mask. So this is something brand new, something different, something hard to digest, something hard to ingest, something hard to just witness and go through this epidemic and this pandemic, you feel me, of this coronavirus, aka COVID-19. And now we're having to make choices about our children, and it's a no-brainer as parents. And I know I'm not the only one. There's a lot of parents in this world that do not, and I've seen them too on some YouTube videos or either on the news speaking out about it. I saw this one Chinese lady on the news, but she was American Chinese. She know how to speak English real good, and she spoke out about it, and she had her little child right there by her little pretty little girl with dark hair, and she was like, I don't want my baby to go back to school. She was crying, and she was saying that I don't want my child to end up catching corona. And I don't know why they've made it to where they're saying that our kids have to go back to school. I just don't want to lose my child. And that lady was, you know, deep into it. You know, I should be like that too, you know, but I'm not going to cry, you know what I'm saying? But I'm at least trying to advocate for it right now, you know, speaking up and voicing my opinion and putting this here on, you know, YouTube or whatnot, because it is serious. And I hope if anybody from our city that's in high places and that is on the board of whatever and can pull some strings and help make decisions that you guys make sure that you do not send our kids back to school. No, we got to really wait until the numbers go down. I mean, significantly down. I mean, really, until they say that the COVID-19 is gone. And I know that's going to take a minute, but we got to protect our kids, and that's on everything. And that's really true. We have got to. We cannot send these kids because they are not, I don't care what system you have set up in place, you know, feeling like you're going to sanitize the whole classroom, going to space the kids out, and gonna have them walking so much distance between each other on the way to the cafeteria, whatever the case may be, because kids anyway get sick and catch viruses so easily at school. My little girl, every time school turns back in after the summer or whatever, or just during the whole school period, my little girl, she frequently anyways gets sick. She catch whatever viruses, like stomach viruses, or spread it around, whatever, colds. Because if one child has a cold, the next child catches the cold. Even just a simple cold is spread. And so we know the COVID, and see, a lot of children's parents work in the healthcare system, or just period, they are workers, you feel me? And they are coming in contact with people on a day-to-day, and they can transfer it to their kids, and their kids could be carriers and haven't showed no symptoms of it, and the next thing you know, they pass it on to the next child. We do not need to risk that. Let's keep everything with the homeschooling, you feel me? That is the safest way, please. Y'all, I'm sorry about the lighting. It's going down right now because it's looking like it's going to rain outside, and I was using natural light, you feel me? So it's going down. So yeah, you know, if they can just catch the common cold, what do you think they can do about COVID? You know, they're going to catch that as well and spread it to parents, and it's just going to be devastating with, then it's just going to be out of this world, you feel me? Like, everybody going to get it in the city. Once the kids catch it, oh, it's going to be a blaze, you feel me? Everybody going to get it, you feel me? So that's what's up. So y'all, please don't send these kids back to school. And you know, if somebody's watching this video that know me, I guess you've never seen me with my tooth missing. I just had to touch on that because recently I lost my tooth, and I don't like that. I got to get to the dentist now. You know, back in the day I had a gold in my mouth, and that came off. One thing led to another. The tooth got bad, it rotted away, and it came out, you feel me? So now here I am, toothless, and everything. So if I have any Facebook followers or some TikTok followers on here, it is what it is. You know, your girl tooth done came out. But anyway, back on to the story, like I was saying about this coronavirus. Let's please keep the kids safe. Y'all, let's pull together as parents and try to fight against these kids going back to school. Let's try to stand our ground about these kids not going back to school. Maybe if they see when they send the kids back to school, only a few kids came out to school, and not it's not like a lot of kids like it normally would be, they probably will go ahead and shut it down and go ahead and give people permission to have their kids homeschool. You feel me? So let's hope for that. You feel me? Anyways, y'all, that's my opinion. That's my thoughts about our kids going back to school during this COVID-19, this infamous coronavirus. And that's on period. Period, poo. It's your girl, Sweet Tea. And I'm about to leave up out this thing. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was very gratifying to hear my side, to hear my thoughts, to hear my opinion. And I hope that you agree. I would like for you, like I said, comment, like, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification button for when your girl do what? Drop them bangers. And that's on every doggone thing. You feel me? Because you don't want to miss the tea coming from your girl, Sweet Tea. All right, y'all. It's your girl, Sweet Tea. And I'm out. Bye.